Washington, D.C. should be one of the safest, cleanest, and most beautiful cities anywhere in the world. And today we're formally declaring a public safety emergency. This is an emergency. This is a tragic emergency. And it's embarrassing for me to be up here. You know, I'm going to see Putin. I'm going to Russia on Friday. I don't like being up here talking about how unsafe and how dirty and disgusting this once beautiful capital was, with graffiti all over the walls. It's another part of it, by the way, because we're talking about safety, but we're also talking about beautification. We have the most beautiful, potentially, capital in the world. We always had. But people come from Iowa, they come from Indiana, they come and then they get mugged. Not going to happen. Keep coming, because by the time you get your trip set, it's going to be safe again, and it's going to be clean very quickly. We're going to replace the medians that are falling down all over the roads. We're going to replace the potholes. We're going to put a nice new coat of asphalt over the top. No, we don't have to rip the road out and spend 7 years building a new road. So today we're declaring public safety emergency in the District of Columbia. And Attorney General Pam Bondi, who's fantastic, is taking command of the Metropolitan Police Department as of this moment. And I'll be making the appropriate notifications to Congress and to the mayor, our new DEA administrator, who's one of the top in the country. He better be Terry. If you're not, I'm going to get rid of you so fast. Terry Cole. Terry, thanks. Very good. We just got him. Most highly recommended person. And you'll be designated as the interim federal commissioner of the Metropolitan Police Department. Okay? And you run them tough. They're good. You have a lot of good people. You have people that shouldn't be there. You also have people that shouldn't be there. They got in there because of woke. But you have a lot of great police. And those people are the ones that want to help you. This city will no longer be a sanctuary for illegal alien criminals. We will have full, seamless, integrated cooperation at all levels of law enforcement. And we'll deploy officers across the district with an overwhelming presence. You'll have more police. And you'll be so happy, because you'll be safe. When you walk down the street, you're going to see police, or you're going to see FBI agents. We're going to have a lot of agents on the street. You're going to have a lot of essentially military, and we will bring in the military if it's needed, by the way. We're going to have National Guard. But Pete Hegseth will tell you about it. We will bring in the military if needed. People say, oh, that's so terrible. He's going to bring in, it's been used many times over the years. I don't think we'll need it. I think we've got so many great people, including the people that are in the police department with proper leadership. They'll immediately begin massive enforcement operations targeting known gangs, drug dealers, and criminal networks to get them the hell off the street, maybe get them out of the country, because a lot of them came into our country illegally. They shouldn't have been allowed in. They come from Venezuela. They come from all over the world. We're going to get them the hell out. They won't be here long. But some of these people, a lot of them, are homegrown criminals. And these are bad people. These are rough people. So the process begins right now. It actually started over the weekend, and we confronted a lot of very bad people. But it's going to be something that will be pretty amazing to you as you watch it. And I think most of you say it's a beautiful thing to do it right. We're going to be removing homeless encampments from all over our parks, our beautiful, beautiful parks, which now a lot of people can't walk on. They're very dirty, we got a lot of problems. But we've already started that. We're moving the encampments away, trying to take care of people. Some of those people, we don't know how they even got there.
How y'all doing today? Y'all stay in that trouble? You got your ID on you, Chick?
Cool. No, I live right here.
Okay. Cool.
It's a cigarette. Did y'all get a call or something about right here?
No, so we're doing checks, keeping everybody safe down here, right? Have you heard of the federal surge that Donald Trump's putting out?
No.
Right. You don't follow like
No.
Code 3, anything like that people are putting up? All right, so yeah, Trump's got all federal agencies kind of coming together for 7 days and going out, trying to stop the violent crime, all kind of stuff. So we're out here contacting people, talking to them, right? Quality of life offenses, smoking, drinking in public, right? Can't happen outside, right? Most people know that. So we're contacting people, trying to advise them of the law so they learn, right? And then if there's other stuff going on where it turns into there's multiple agencies of somebody, there's shootings and things like that. So there's extra hands as well, right? So we're just out here trying to inform people and educate people. It's not like we're trying to just go grab people and ruin someone's life over a joint or something like that, all right?
I only asked because when you walked up, at the moment you walked up, you only had eggs. Me,
Yeah, well, it smelled like the odor of marijuana, burnt marijuana in the air, right? And you're the only guy that had something lit in your hand, and I didn't flash right you, so I didn't realize it was just a cigarette. So that's on me. I appreciate you understanding and not getting chippy. All right, so just know, right? Learn, teach, tell your boys, like, yo, everybody's out, from FBI to park police. Right? So do your thing. Let them know. Don't be smoking outside. Don't be drinking outside. Because Donald Trump is tired of it. People coming to visit.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know smoking in public?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the reciprocal
Because
effects.
in Maryland, there's recreational use, so I didn't know.
Yeah, so DC, it's recreational use as well, right? But you can legally possess up to 2 ounces. You can gift an ounce to your boy, right? So if you had 2 ounces and he said he needed a zip, you can give him a zip, but you can't smoke outside.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, and verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai. Say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. I want to give all honor, glory, and infinite praise to Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rechak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations. Let's God of the broad, pushing his truth and sincerity. May Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rechak Wadash, Barak Thumb to use the quantium, walking, you elders, you brothers, you sisters, hopefully elect out the labor and keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, giving diligence to make your calling and the election sure, and of course, keeping faith in Heavenly Father Yahweh and his beloved Son, our Lord, our Savior, our King, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, in these last days, in these perilous times that we are living in. This is Brother Pashai, Bon Yashala, and it's been a quick lesson through spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, and I'm sure you brothers and sisters already heard about it already. All right, if those, of course, we commanded to be on our watch. All right, let me get a precept on that right quick. Let's get a quick one in the book of Isaiah, the 21st chapter. I wrote through the spirit of this lesson. All right, like you see in the video clips I played in the intro, man, Trump is not playing, man. Trump is not playing. He declares public safety emergency, quote unquote, which basically like a soft launch of martial law. It's opening the back doors for that. Okay. He called in all the different federal agencies, FBI, CIA, Homeland Security, so on and so forth, to patrol the streets of Washington, D.C., which is the capital of Babylon the Great. All right, let you know what he plans to do throughout the whole Babylon, man, all 50 states of America. Okay, let me be very fast. Isaiah 21 and verse 5. Prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. We're in the times to be watching in the watchtower, man. What time we in? Jacob's trouble is rapidly approaching, man. Rapidly. Because you hear in his speech, all right, and you see in the second clip, in DC, the parts of the neighborhoods of the city that they was patrolling was Jake neighborhoods, we so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans, reside. I mean, the Southern Kingdom. Okay, you hear? I can see, because he also mentioned Venezuela, Northern Kingdom. He mentioned certain drug dealers and different he called illegal aliens that came across the borders as committing all type of crime within the city. All right, he said he's going to clean it up. All right, he said I'm going to send them out of here. There's a lot of my homeborn criminals. All right, Trump is man. This guy is Nero. This guy is he's the elite's guy. All right, to bring in their agenda. Okay, so this is like a back door. All right, for martial law. All right, it also is gearing the minds of the masses to be used to military presence within the cities, and they've been did these type of projects like Jade Helm. Okay, those type of projects where you have military presence within the different cities, man, practicing operations within the city. Okay, so we're in that time, man. We're in that time. As feds walking around, all right, looking to just grab Jake up. You see with everything ICE going on. ICE recruiting people for paying them, I think 80,000 new recruits, paying them a lot of top dollar, to grab people up and separate homes and ship them off to God knows where, really. Alligator Alcatraz, a detention holding center, which is really a concentration camp. Okay, it's another one, Guantanamo Bay. Okay, but who knows what's really happened to the children, to the women that are getting, grabbed up by ICE, man. Okay, a lot of people that's, signed up to be a part of ICE are KKK members. A lot of them, are sex traffickers. Okay, it's a whole criminal organization going on behind closed doors, man. So it's a lot. It's always bigger than what you see with the naked eye. Okay, because we don't know. Isaiah 21 and verse 6 now. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, Go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. And he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, a chariot of camels. And he hearkened diligently with much heed, man. Watch this. He cried, A lion, my Lord. I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I'm set out, and I'm set in my ward whole nights. And behold, here cometh the chariot of men and with a couple of horsemen, the army. The sword being sharpened. That's what Trump is doing. He's sharpening the sword. When he's sharpening the sword, it's to use it. It's a weapon. So all these different, declarations he's doing, different, things he put into legislation, all right, different things going on with ICE is sharpening the sword, all right, for the ultimate crackdown. People talking about the military takeover. They're saying it's happening right before their very face. All right, military takeover, Babylon the Great, man. Okay, it says, remember, and he answered and said, this is verse 9, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images for gods he have broken into the ground. So that's ultimately what we're seeing. All of this is leading to what? The crumble of Babylon the Great. Okay, they're going to cause uprising, uproars, protests, chaos. And that's what they want. They're going to turn out they're going to shut off the lights, EMP attacks, cyber attacks, take the money out your bank accounts, create more chaos, release new diseases out here. Okay, it's about to get horrible in Babylon the Great. So we have to remain on our watch and see what the time we in. Use the world, not abusing it, because be as one that buyeth and that won't be, how does it go? Let's get that precept next. I'm gonna read some of this article, but you already seen the video clip in the intro. Brothers already know what's going on with that. We wrote through speaks and precepts. How does it go? 1 Corinthians 7th chapter, verse 29. It says, But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. Because we in a time really to be focused on serving Yahweh Shemal Shas. Even if we got family, wives, family, whatever the case may be, most of our time and energy is going towards serving Yahweh Shemal Shah, his will, declaring his message, teaching the gospel. Okay, and then whatever other time we have left, then we spend with our family, children, things of that nature. Okay, also whatever thing you like doing on the side for fun. Okay, but this is the point I want to bring out the verse 30. And they that weep, as though they wept not, and they that rejoice, as though they rejoice not, and they that buy, as though they possess not, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away, man. So we're still in Babylon the Great. We still got jobs. We still got, side hustles, whatever the case may be. Okay, we still got family, whatever. But remember, a lot of things are temporary. So we don't put our full trust in those things that once it get taken away, we're just devastated. Like, no, why? My 401k, my new business, no. Okay? Because see, everything happening with Trump, things he's doing, he's about to crack down on you niggas out there, man. You Jakes think shit is sweet. All right? Jake think shit is all, peaches and cream. Nah. What Trump is doing is war against you. Them feds are gonna be grabbing you up. Okay? A lot of them may get falsely accused. All right, let's read some of this. As a matter of fact, let me get some more precept. That'll be the lesson, really. So that sword is being sharpened, man. It says, President Donald Trump said on Wednesday, this is from the article, ABC News. Let me go back, see if there's another article on this. That's 21 hours ago. All right. Let's get 11 minutes ago. The New York Times. Read this. It says, Trump administration live updates. All 800 National Guard troops now deployed to Washington. Right? It says, Washington police and all 800 National Guard troops that President Donald Trump activated as part of his takeover of policing. And then, remember, he came up with that bill, too. Let me see if I forgot the name of that bill. Brothers, let's on it, but so much that happens, you kind of slip your mind. Trump's, to militarize police. Let me see if I can find that. But now it's in action, basically. All right, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I think this is it. President Trump's, Call AHLAYAH. President Trump's executive order on policing. On April 28th, 2025, President Trump issued an executive order titled Strengthening and Unleashing America's Law Enforcement to Pursue Criminals and Protect Innocent Citizens. This executive order, EO, directs federal resources to promote aggressive policing tactics and further militarize local law enforcement agencies, providing greater protection for law enforcement officers accused of misconduct and wields threats of possible federal persecutions for certain activities, including certain diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Okay, so I mean, also in this article, also in his executive order, that he gonna get a lot of cops gonna get off. All right, get let off for certain things. I can't remember exactly how it was worded. All right, but basically, what Trump is doing is militarizing the police as well. So what? Getting people used to what? Military personnel, within their streets. So back to the article. It says Trump's activated as okay. They have not been mobilized. Read on. The Pentagon said shifts to 100 to 200 unarmed troops will help local and federal law enforcement officers with duties including community safety patrols and beautification. Right now they're unarmed. All right, but I saw some notes mentioning how soon they will be armed. All right, and once they're armed, just man. It says troops have so far been less visible present than the federal agents Mr. Trump had deployed into the city. He claimed crime rates are out of control in the city, even though they have fallen sharply in recent years. All right, so yeah, really it's like a tester. All right, DC is like the test ground. Okay, and what they're truly doing, which really a military takeover. They want martial law. All right, under martial law, let's read the martial law right quick. See, as soon as I type in martial law, it says DC. All right, it says, watch this. Martial law in Washington, D.C. would involve the military taking over of governance from civilian authorities. This is typically invoked when civilian law enforcement is overwhelmed and or unable to maintain order. So they're acting like it's complete chaos over there. All right. If martial law were declared in D.C., the military would have authority to make and enforce laws, potentially suspending some civil rights and liberties. D.C. is a unique case because it is not part of any state, but rather a federal district under the exclusion jurisdiction of the United States Congress, man. So, that's the testing grounds. Because not its own, it's not part of any state, really. This is on its own district. All right. So, from there, get some more precepts, and that really be it. So that's the time, we got to remember the time. Let's get, Revelation 12 and verse 12, of course, classic. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. His time is short. He about to come down with that holy hell, man. All right. Let's jump down to verse 17. It says, and the dragon, which is the Roman Empire being revised, which is really the different Edomite nations, NATO, the EU, that beast system, the horde of rise upon the beast is America, Babylon the Great. And we know it's all controlled really by the top being famous, the elites, all right, which are the Amalekites who truly worship Satan. All right, so the dragon was wroth with the woman being Israel. Started verse 1, so you know that woman with the 12 stars, all right, the crown is 12 stars and the moon under her feet. It represents what? The 12 tribes. All right, you get that even with Joseph, the dream he had. But read on. It says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. Woman don't carry seed, so that's it's talking about the nation. The nation Israel, and the remnant is the elect, the few that's serving Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shah. They're gonna say it. So they're gonna make their main goal is to really make war with us. All right, that's returning back to our God-given nationality as Hebrew Israelites. We heard some righteous acts, keeping faith in Yahweh Shah in these last days. They want to make war with us, man. Why? Because we are a direct threat to their whole program. Because right now, the Israelites, all right, they call us the black Hebrew Israelites. They call it us, black Hebrew Israelism, whatever the different terms they got for us. But we just the Israelites. Hebrew's a national. Hebrew's a language. All right, we're Israelites. Okay, it's that simple. All right, that's who we are. Our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now, it become like a household name. People starting to just automatically, when they see the fringe, they know. They get like a gist of what we teach. It's a lot of different camps, and a lot of them go off. All right, with different things, but they get a gist of what we go into. Okay, that's all these different TikTok videos on the Israelites, People are scoffing, they mad, they angry, you know. A lot of them are falling out and then bugging out, you know, and now they hate everything about the Israelites, you know. So really their goal, they don't want the world to wake up to the ultimate truth, all right? That they've been lying. This is the biggest lie ever told, man, okay? Confusing the nations, that covering cast of all the nations, all right? But especially us, these nations came together to make us not know who we were. Because once we are in league without God, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, it's a wrap for them, man. They know it. Okay, so they don't want the truth coming out, but they can't move on us just yet because we have a hedge of protection about us. But the Most High will allow them to move to fulfill his prophecy, his will. That's the time of Jacob's trouble. I'm going to read that next. The elect, he will be saved out of it. That's the time when they're coming down with as a great flood. I'm going to get that next. I'm already reading the precepts to that. All right? Then shall we know whom I chosen. So we're in that time to, like, the message that the Lord gave us grace to preach and prophesy so the elect could come in. Okay, and once the elect is sealed, holy hell gonna let loose out here in these streets, man. And that's what, as we prophesying the word, things are happening around us that's leading to Jacob's trouble, that's leading to the mark of the beast, that's leading to World War III. Because once that happens, it's no more prophesying. That's the famine of the word. That's happening as well. Those steps to the famine of the word is happening as we speak. The verification ID for YouTube, this is the main platform we use to push the word out. Okay, it's the main platform. Okay, and very soon, we're not gonna be able to go out there. Who can be uploading our actual identifications, facial recognitions, and all of that to just drop a video on YouTube? You know, we're not gonna be doing all of that, man. Okay, cause you know what that's leading to, the Kragma. Okay, and they want to know exactly who you are. They want to be able to tie anything with you, man. So imagine you do all of that face verification. All right, this is a side note. You know, upload your ID, face verification, recognition, all of that, just to get a video uploaded. Then they have a hacker hack into your shit and make you drop all type of weird ass videos, and now it's tied to you. Exactly. You know, and the next thing you know, your ass getting locked up for some shit you had nothing to do. That was a hacker. But no, you verified your YouTube channel, and then we gotta watch out for Esau, man. These niggas are serpent. All right, so that's all. When I think, and this will start rolling out August 13th, but brother, we gonna still push until they stop us, you know, until the Most High pull a plug. We gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so at this point I'm making through the spirit is that what Trump is doing with DC policing, and think what ICE, you got World War III, you know, ramping up, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things happening worldwide, different earthquakes, different places, different signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. You know, there's so much happening around us that leading to these major prophecies coming to pass. But in the midst, we're prophesying, teaching his word. This is what they at least don't want. They don't want our people waking up. All right, but what they're forgetting is really it's only a remnant that got to wake up. The few, the elect. And that's, once that happens, that's a wrap. All right, let's read on. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. All right, so from there, let's get the book of what I wanted. Was it Isaiah? No, it wasn't Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 and verse 19, and it reads, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit, the Racha of Yahweh Bashim Shah shall lift up a standard against him. So listen, man, when you still come down with that wrath, coming like a flood, you know, when a flood comes to wash everything in his path. And that's what Esau's doing with the military. He gonna use the Gurkha troops, mercenaries, UN troops, all that. To what? To crack down on Jake. But the elect, look at Jeremiah 30, will be saved out of that. And that's why you get the word there for spirit. You get one of the definitions is imparting warlike energy and executive and administrative power. Brotherly spiritual power in these last days. Divine intervention gonna happen these last days by way of the angels. Okay? Brothers that be martyred, no matter die for this, gonna get risen from the dead. We in that time, man. We in that time. So we're literally entering into the next stage of our ministry. Right now, we're prophesying, teaching the gospel. We know it's going to stop at a point. So that's why it's important for us to get built up. So when that happens, you in the spirit. Okay, you got to be in the spirit when all hell break loose, man. You can't just be out here, you know, lollygagging and lunching. Jeremiah 30 and verse 4. And these are the words, these are the words. These are the words that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. That's both kingdoms. All right, Israel, the northern kingdom, the Hispanic tribes, Ephraim, Mandan, Issachar, Judah being Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the southern kingdom, which is Negroes, West Indian nations. It says, for thus saith the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. All right? Like they seen a ghost. So people gonna be out here just terrified of all the pains and chaos and calamities that's happened. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he, the elect, shall be saved out of it, man. All right? So Jacob, you so-called blacks, Latino Americans, and that's who Trump is moving on. So we're in that time, man. That's what's important, to be stay locked in. All right? Stay in the spirit as much as you can, man. Because we're in that season, man. So remember to use the world, don't abuse it, because, matter of fact, although Yahushua said that too, don't be caught up in the cares of this life, so that they come upon you unawares. They're making moves, man. I ended off with 2 Ezra 16. Classic. 2 Ezra 16 verse 68, and it reads, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things over into the idol. This one, they really move down, all right, and grab people up, okay? Grab our people up, all right? It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Okay, you're gonna be what? Basically put to death. Ultimately, you're gonna be mocked. You still gonna die. Those that try to make a deal with the devil at the end, no, save my life. Let me take the chip. You're gonna die. Okay, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. That's really the Israelites as a whole, because we was given the laws, commandments. All right, but even the elect too, they're gonna come down on us. Lord willing, brother, that number the elect, of course. All right. So we're hopeful, hopefully, like, all right, but they're going to make a move on us, man. They should be like madmen, sparing none. That's why a lot of the military, all right, troops are chipped up in the brain, MK Ultra mind control. They can be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste, take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. And that time, everyone going to know who the chosen is, man. Because the Most High, He's not going to let you just do what you want. But the elect. And out of Zawi of that number, it says, and they shall be tried as according to fire. We're all going to be put that at test. So the Lord going to try our faith and see if we truly believe in Him. If you don't, hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the God of them will keep my commandments and precepts, say the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquity lift up themselves, man. So, yeah, man, we in that time, man. All about to break loose, Trump making moves, different executive orders, strengthening and unleashing the police, America's law enforcement, to pursue criminals, really pursue Jakes. And now he literally sent them troops, 800, to D.C. to patrol the cities. They're unarmed right now, but they're patrolling the cities. You know what I'm saying? The more the article, let me see. Oh, yeah, and basically he's trying to criminalize, homelessness, man. What the fuck is going on with this guy? Yo, all hope about to break loose, man. I watched your brother SHAQADAN video doing that, a couple of days back. Right, and I just read some part of the article. It says, city police have begun an effort to remove homeless residents from the area outside of Martin Luther. Where are they bringing them? All right. I remember a video a while back during, I think, one of the hurricanes. This one homeless dude said they're killing people in there. So wherever they bring these homeless people, who knows what the fuck they're going to be doing? They ain't going to provide them with canned goods and water. All right, in a nice warm bed. Nah, man. A lot of them going to be thrown to camps, tortured, organ traffic. It's getting crazy, man. We got to stay on our watch, stay on our P's and Q's, man. But that's all I got through the Spring Fire Bashim Al Shah. I already know a lot of you brothers already, let me see. You have to be mobilized, man. This morning's article I'm looking at. But yeah, we're going to stay on our watch, see what plays out with this, how things go. And we got to just, remain on fire for Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man, So in closing, giving all honor, glory, and infinite praise to Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chakadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations. They're excited abroad, pushing His truth in sincerity. With that, I'm saying shalom. Shalom.